I was all fired up to play the Fairy Tail game. Packaging a game based on one of my favourite animes into a turn-based JRPG had me incredibly excited. However, I have been stung before by these sorts of games and how they do just not live up to the potential given to them from such a rich tapestry of episodes. See, every anime fighting game ever. But I was willing to give Fairy Tail the benefit of the doubt, as it just so happens to be one of my all-time favourite anime series and features some of my favourite characters to ever be drawn onto my screen. As soon as I loaded the game though, I was filled with a powerful sense of dread, as this weird menu opened up and I was prompted the opportunity to play the game on easy before I had even seen the opening cutscene. This was backed up by this weird version of the main Fairy Tail theme which just bugged me. See, one of my favourite things about Fairy Tail is the main theme kicking in whenever Natsu and the gang are up against the odds. The omission of this, or rather a slight change or cover of it, just feels a little bit weird to me, and I can't help but feel like it detracts just a small amount of the charm that I adore in the anime. Turns out though, I was able to leave all my negativity at the door, however, as the game instantly threw me into a battle against the Grimoire Hearts Master, Hades. It was here that I started to get a real taste of how the combat would play out, as a standard JRPG with turn-based combat, and I was hooked. This is where I feel that Fairy Tail really shines though. Using different guild members' magic types to combine and make a team tackle every scenario is just really quite satisfying. You also get a Final Fantasy type limit break gauge that fills up as you fight the game's various monsters, allowing you to combine attacks and do huge damage when up against the wall. This can be further amplified by the occasional use of extreme magic that allows you to add on one of the signature attacks from a Fairy Tail guild member to the chain and deal huge levels of damage. Fairy Tail, both the game and the anime, is just so incredibly charming. The characters are all funny, everyone actually brings something different to the table, and the writing never really grates on me or becomes annoying like other anime. The story of the game is also pretty much beat for beat with the Grand Magic Games arc, so if you're a fan of this, then you'll have a lot to love in the game. The game really starts at the end of the 7-year time skip, and the Fairy Tail Guild has fallen into a state of disarray, becoming one of the lowest ranked guilds in all of Fiore. And that's where the game steps up from the anime though, as you are tasked with taking on requests from the townspeople in order to gain reputation for the guild. Whilst doing this, you can also rank up the guild by building or upgrading rooms or adding new ones, as well as ranking up your team of guild members that you constantly add to throughout the game. I really enjoyed doing this, and whilst 90% of the requests were deliver this or go here and kill this, I really didn't mind, as, and here's the real twist, I love fetch quests. Anyone who's seen my Death Stranding review knows exactly why. However, if you haven't, go and watch that review. There isn't a great deal of variation in the maps, but the guild quests tend to be over so quickly that none of the maps ever get a chance to become tiresome or boring. On one of my final notes, give the person who came up with the idea of dueling other Fairy Tail Guild members a promotion. This is a stroke of genius and allows me to really fulfill my fantasy of Natsu versus every guild member in existence. At the end of the day, Fairy Tail is a love letter to fans of the anime, throwing you deep into, around the halfway mark, the game's overall 300-odd episode run is going to turn off some of the casual fans. This being said, however, the game isn't aimed at people who are casual fans of the franchise. This game is aimed directly at me, and I am a huge fan of Fairy Tail and everything it has to offer. Packaging this into a simple yet effective turn-based JRPG has Luke from Respawning written all over it, and I've been having an absolute blast with the game. For me, Fairy Tail is potentially the best game I've ever played based on an anime, and this is the hill I will die on. So for that, I give Fairy Tail a 9 out of 10. Also, as per the anime, there's loads of talking cats, so an extra point from me. And don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone, if you enjoyed our video. We have loads of content going live at the moment, including Alex's Ghost of Tsushima, Satsuma Sushi Mum review, as well as Mikey streaming Maid of Scare. Why is everything we have so hard to pronounce at the moment? Don't forget to follow us on @RespawningUK on Twitter, like our Facebook page /RespawningUK, and give us a comment. Anything you think we could be doing better, worse, just anything at all. We appreciate everything. Thanks, guys.